And because of the shakeup in the Colorado Democratic Party, we wanted to take this topic a little deeper for you tonight.
That's right. Gena Ozols is here with us, runs several campaigns here in Colorado since 2007 for candidates and nonprofits alike. So I'm glad you're with us. We have plenty to talk about.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
So Gena, the big news today, of course, Michael Bennet officially announcing his candidacy for governor. Obviously, he's the biggest name to enter the race so far. Does he become the odds-on favorite to win after today's announcement?
You know, Senator Bennet has been in the U.S. Senate since 2009, and someone who has had that type of a tenure and has fundraised the amount that he has in his last race. He pulled in $22 million for his last campaign, is automatically going to become a juggernaut. On top of that prowess, he's also incredibly politically savvy, he's very well connected, and he's very popular among voters and advocates alike. I would not count out Attorney General Phil Weiser for sure. I think we're all very curious to see what his fundraising totals for this long runway he's given himself turn out to be, which we're anticipating any day now. But he's also a very popular and very competent guy.
All right, and we're not coronating him, but we're just saying if Bennet wins here, let's look at the landscape of likely candidates and what's to happen. We've got all kinds of options here. Polis, perhaps. Jason Crow, yeah.
Well, I mean, Shannon, to that, Colorado certainly is not at a lacking for ambitious Democrats. It's a luxury problem we have. We've got a great bench of very qualified people. Obviously, even in the framing of some of our questions, we know that Governor Polis being termed is, of course, going to be a name for that. There's also a lot of rumor about Denver Mayor Michael Johnston potentially running, as well as Congressman Joe Neguse, and my personal favorite, Congresswoman Brittany Pedersen, who I think would be a really amazing appointment for the U.S. Senate. But I think that it is really incumbent upon the folks that are running, both Phil and Michael, to really be upfront about what their plans for that seat could look like. And I think it would really benefit Michael Bennet in particular to run alongside someone who is a more diverse potential appointment for that seat.
And some pundits have said this would have been a more interesting race if Bennet had maybe not run and perhaps given a chance for someone new and a new fresh face, or maybe even a different candidate in the Democratic Party. So is this just musical chairs? It's starting to feel like that, or is it just more of the same?
You know, Jessica, I think the Democrats do need to be worried about that perception for 2026, which is where I think Michael Bennet could really benefit his campaign by being very upfront about having a diverse potential person to come and take that seat, so that we are not looking at that. But let's be real. Someone running for governor is not going to be a fresh face. A chief executive for a state is going to be someone who has great name recognition, who has great experience, and that voters have voted for in the past, and who they can trust. And I think that that is something that
the party wants to win.
Yes,
so
yes, of course, absolutely.
Bring in a name brand.
Experience
Gena, thank
counts.
you so much. Boy, this is awfully early to get this thick into it, but I think it's going to be fun.
Name of the game.
Right.
Got to get in early.
Thanks, Gena.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Denver 7, of course, following these statewide races so closely. We've spoken with several candidates for governor, for AG, for treasurer as they've announced their campaigns. I encourage you to look up all those interviews, denver7.com/politics.